Can you just talk about why you're here today? There's an awesome panel with you, Carolyn, and also Chris Zimmerman, but to just say, okay, St. Louis is a collective unit, sports are collective here, and then now to be able to convey what's happening here in St. Louis.
Yeah, it was nice to have this national conference here, a ton of events, and there are kind of a lot of out-of-towners who are going to all the different venues and having events and learning about various things in the sports industry. But it was a fun panel. You know, we did talk a little bit about how the three teams have really collaborated a lot. I don't think that's typical in other cities where they're sort of fighting like cats and dogs for the last entertainment dollar, but we just don't look at it that way. I mean, we're all downtown. We all collaborate on downtown issues that we share in common, and we root for each other. And I think it's kind of fun that, you know, and people sense that because, you know, we're friendly with each other. We go to their other events and their venues, they come to ours. There's just a real feeling of camaraderie.
I was going to say, there's a lot of theme nights where you have the Battlehawks come in, you have City SC come in, you have the Blues come in. So to have that communication and that partnership, especially as you're looking to grow downtown and grow just St. Louis in general, just talk about how helpful that is to be able to see that you all are communicating and you're together in the evolution of what St. Louis is and can be.
Yeah, what's important for St. Louis, right? Because we have to, we're not going to solve our problems by just being territorial. So, you know, we do get together. It started actually with the Blues and the Cardinals kind of, we wanted to promote our season when theirs was ending and vice versa. So we started sharing some media, and then it sort of picked up and our players were going to their games and vice versa. Then we did the Winter Classic together, which is a real collaborative effort. And then soccer came on board, and Carolyn and her family and that team, you know, did amazing things to get that building built and cutting edge and all those other things. They have some ideas that we've taken note of, and now we're sort of collaborating with them as well on stuff. So it's been a really cool part of being in the sports ecosystem in St. Louis, and I think that's really pretty unique among other cities from what I've gathered.
There's a lot of talk about media in general, and now going to MLB. Of course, here at KMOV Matrix Midwest, you can now see some partnership there as well. How much has that been able to help build in St. Louis to have that platform of KMOV Matrix Midwest, and what Anook has been able to do with that partnership as well?
Oh, it's really important. I mean, you guys have great reach. Obviously, it's over the air, which is important because when you're over the air and it's free, there's more reach, frankly. You guys also are able to get out into the outer territories with partnerships and other media ventures, so that's really important to us. Obviously, we're still on linear cable, and you can, if you're a subscriber to the bundle, if you're on Charter or wherever, but or now we have a direct-to-consumer model where you can pay a monthly fee and get it as a you know, as a D2C product. So I think the theme of local media is now we sort of have a lot of ways for people to find Cardinals baseball, whereas before we were kind of restricted based on old contractual arrangements. Now we have sort of this hybrid model where you can get it your way and on whatever device you want to watch it on, and that's pretty important for our business and for our fans.
And last question for you, but let's talk about this new incredible facility that was a long time in the making down in Jupiter, Florida. I was able to talk to players. Everyone's really excited and energized by what can happen on the player development side because of the growth of the facilities down there. But seeing it, feeling it, hearing from people that are down there, what are the takeaways?
Well, first of all, people, I mean, the first feedback I got was from staff because they were down there first and getting ready, and they're like, oh my God, this is so much better. You know, we had all these functions that were crammed into this one building, this multi-purpose building out in right field, for those who have seen it. And, you know, we pulled it off, we got it done, but we have a whole separate building for training and working out, and we can get the whole organization in there. We now have a whole food area whereas we used to have to cater and do food trucks and stuff. And then we also have a whole new batting cage complex with all the technology and stuff, which the baseball guys are just salivating over. So, you know, we were doing all that stuff, but now it's got the room and the facilities and the technology to really do it right. And that's what I think is so exciting for our staff and our players. And then lastly, there are some ballpark amenities too. We have an expanded new team store down there, new paint job. We've got a whole new area out in left field for fans to enjoy during games. So there's a part of it that fans will enjoy directly as well when they go down.
People should get down to Jupiter and get away from this cold and get back into the sunshine.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. It's 30 degrees today, and I'm kind of ready for the 80-degree Jupiter weather.